Good evening, guys, and welcome to Iconic Guy Weekly Radio with Team Amasian once again. I am Kaori Takee, and holding down the fort with me is my girl, Ann Campea.
Hey, everybody. What's up? Thanks for having me on again.
As always, such a delight to have you on. And today we're going to talk about the results of the WWE Slammy Awards. We're going to talk about some upcoming holiday movies that we're excited to see in theaters, as well as some TV shows that are coming up to some mid-season finales.
A ton.
Yeah, kind of sad about a couple of them, and a very special guest who's not really here. I wish he was here, or she, but you will see later. It's a great surprise. It rhymes with Pomeranian.
I think I know what it is.
So, Anne, you ready to get the show started?
Yes, let's go for it. I can't wait to talk about the Slammies, actually.
Yeah, okay. So this past Monday was on Raw was the results of the WWE Slammy Awards. And basically it's a yearly awards where they basically give out kind of ridiculous awards.
Yeah.
But, you know, we take it pretty seriously. And there's a lot of disappointments. First of all, I have to go straight to this one. Diva of the Year, the Bella Twins.
Divas of the year, I guess.
Yes. What was that all about?
You know what? I have a feeling it's just further pushing the promotion of the success of Total Divas and just putting them further into the spotlight. I guess they deserve it in some sense. But because if they're going off of that reason, I would say, of course, they're going to get it.
I hear you, but for me, that just felt so awkward because first of all, Nikki was out of commission for half the year. Second of all, AJ Lee is incredible, and she should have won Diva of the Year because she has been Divas champ for a very long time. She's also the most entertaining, and if it wasn't her, could have been someone else. Could have been someone else on the Total Divas cast.
No, I completely agree. If it was based on wrestling ability, I would have totally actually given it to either AJ or Natty.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a popularity contest, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I was a little disappointed with that. We had Superstar of the Year, and the winner was Daniel Bryan.
Woo!
I can go for that.
Yeah, I could go for that too. I only have a picture of him and Brie, which I could because I saw they also won Couple of the Year. But I've enjoyed his performance this year. I can agree with that one. I'm not too disappointed with it.
Yeah, I think he deserved that one because he came from mid-card all the way up to the top. And when he wasn't around or when they were kind of trying to bury him, no one was having it. So well-deserved. I'm happy that the WWE Universe actually did something about that.
He looked like he was celebrating quite a bit with the Slammy in his hand here.
Yes, he was celebrating. Yes.
Exactly,
yes.
Which was the catchphrase that won as well. So good for him.
Yeah. And
he's all over the place.
Yeah, he won a lot of things. Couple, Superstar, Catchphrase of the Year, along with... they were pretty good catchphrases that were in the running, like Fandango, That's What I Do, We the People Believe in the Shield, and Follow the Buzzards. But go Daniel Bryan. He's got a long road ahead of him. I think he has a huge future. Best dance moves.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised we didn't get it. I'm just saying, but
I think we should have.
It went to the Funkadactyls, am I right?
Yes, it did go to the Funkadactyls.
Oh, ladies.
And don't get me wrong, fantastic dancers, but Fandango.
Fandango.
I mean, he choreographs with Summer Rae. Granted, he's not the best dancer, but he is the most entertaining. And we've got Funkadactyls who are always dancing the same routine. It's the same exact routine with their butts going up together at the ring.
I do kind of wish they would change up the routine. I mean, they are dancers, right? Like in the real, I mean, not
especially
in the real life, but
especially Ariane, I think.
Yeah, I thought so.
I would think so. I mean, we could be wrong.
So I'm surprised they haven't pushed for more dance moves.
Mm-hmm.
They really should.
Well, I kind of get the feeling that anytime the Total Divas are slightly involved, they have a kind of push that the WWE is doing to hook them up with the TV show. So that might have to do with it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's talk about a couple other ones. Tag team of the year, Cody Rhodes and Goldust.
Yay!
That was a good one.
Father and son. Is this the first? Are they father and son?
No, they're brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Is this the first pair of brothers that have won this award? Do you know?
I don't know, but it was good. I'm okay with that, even though I think this year WWE has had tons of really good tag teams.
Right.
Like the division has really upped its game. We have the Real Americans, which I love, and if you guys know, I'm in love with Antonio Cesaro because he speaks 5 languages and he can swing and he's hot and all that good stuff. And then the primetime players, yeah, that's just a little bit, you know. Yeah. And the primetime players were also really good. We had, Darren Young, who announced that he was gay, and I think that really helped them push, because everyone's supporting him now.
Of course, and why wouldn't you? But
yeah.
If whatever the criteria is for these awards, I mean, the Slammies is always a good time, no matter who wins, right?
Yes, I know, it's so entertaining. I like this one. It's Best Crowd of the Year. The nominees were Raw after WrestleMania, WWE Payback, SummerSlam, and Raw in England. The winner was Raw after WrestleMania.
Is this a new award? I don't ever remember this being a category before.
I think it might be. I think there's a couple of them that are brand spanking new.
Nice.
Including this one. There's one, I'm looking for it in my list, but it's like the laugh out loud moment of the year.
Yeah.
And do you have that? I forget who won, but I think, because on Thanksgiving weekend on SmackDown, Titus O'Neil threw up on JB, the announcer, I forgot his name, and as well as Zeb Coulter.
Yeah.
He threw up on them.
Yes.
And that was nominated. Didn't win, which really surprised me, because for me that was the most shocking and funny and nastiest moment of the whole year. But it went, I think, to Vicky Guerrero, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not seeing it on my list, but I do recall seeing a photo of her actually accepting the award.
Uh-huh.
So I'm pretty sure that's who won.
Yeah, so that was my only...
Yeah.
But other than that, anything on that list that excited you?
Of course, couple of the year, like we said, Daniel and Bree, the beautiful couple. I mean, of course, yeah, they had to. I'm just happy it didn't go to Nikki and John. I don't know why.
I don't think Nikki was very happy that it didn't go to Nikki and John.
On behalf of her and John, she was unhappy about not getting it, I'm sure.
I get the feeling. But they deserved it, Brie and Daniel, if you watch Total Divas, and if that's really what they are like.
Right.
Great couple, very powerful couple.
Also happy to see Goldust recognized. I don't know if you know this, Kaori, but Goldust is one of my most favorite wrestlers of all time.
Is he really?
He really is.
Oh my goodness.
And it's bizarre because he's bizarre, and I think I kind of just fell in love with how bizarre his Goldust character is. And I would arguably say that his entrance music is in my top 5 favorite entrance music. So, I don't know. I'm a big Goldust fan, so I'm happy to see that he not only won with Cody, but I believe he got You Still Got It Best Superstar Return of the Year award.
Well, that's a given. He's definitely the best superstar of the year, and he return, and he deserved it. So, was John Cena nominated in that because he disappeared and went? John Cena.
He should have been, but he's not on this. He's not on this list. Rob Van Dam was on there though.
Yeah. Who, for some reason, his comeback didn't do much for me.
Chris Jericho, nah.
And who else was there? Christian? I don't know if he was on the running.
No, he wasn't, unfortunately.
Well, I think it kind of makes sense because his comeback was kind of let down as well. And great news, guys, for all you wrestling fans. WrestleMania, who also live in California, WrestleMania is coming to California next year. I'm so excited.
Come hang with Team Amasian.
Yes, because Team Amasian.
We're going to be there.
We'll be there. We are going to be online, virtually, waiting in line, getting those tickets.
Maybe having to lay the smackdown on some people who we can't get any tickets there. What did you think about the hosts, Booker T and Jerry Lawler?
You know what? I think they're great hosts. I love Booker T and I like Jerry Lawler, and I think that they couldn't have picked better hosts, to be honest with you.
Completely agree. Yeah? I think they play off of each other so well. It's so funny.
Booker T is just almost as good as host as he is a wrestler as he is a general manager.
Yeah, he could do anything, I think.
Yeah.
They could use him in any way
much.
in the WWE. I'm just glad he's around still. Because for a while we lost him, didn't we?
Yeah.
He went to another organization, so.
And he made a comeback just like Goldust and everyone else. And
Yeah.
you know who else is making a comeback? Godzilla!
Nice transition.
So after all these years and all these decades, my boy, I say my boy because my dad's Japanese, so I guess he's kind of my boy. Godzilla is making a comeback next year, and we had a teaser trailer that came out, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
And Bryan Cranston's in it. Who else is in it? Just a group of people.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, who, if you're not familiar, he is in Kick-Ass 2. He's going to play Silver Surfer, I believe, in the next Avengers.
Okay.
So
Godzilla had a really good trailer. What did you think of the trailer?
Ooh, me first?
Yes.
You know what? I liked it up to the point where Aaron Taylor Johnson's character was jumping out of the plane and they were going down with the crew. And then you see the clouds, and then all of a sudden you see the silhouette of Godzilla. And you're like, holy bleep. But, and then after that, it was just okay. I didn't absolutely love the trailer. I think, actually, I would have preferred it if they kind of cut it almost after that piece.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I'm the other way around, where it was a little too emo for me in the beginning about, oh, you can do this or whatever crap they were saying. And then at the end, you see our boy Godzilla, and that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
So I liked the end, the latter half better.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely a teaser. I think
sure.
if for me, my expectation was that we were actually going to get to see more of Godzilla. And we saw a silhouette and we saw bits and pieces like his foot and his arm or whatever. But
I thought you saw his face, like
a little bit of his face, but I really wanted to see his face. So it was, to me, I enjoyed the trailer, but I'm looking forward to whatever the next trailer is going to be.
Yeah.
But are you excited? Does it make you excited for the movie, though?
I'm so excited about it. Matthew Broderick's not in it, so that's a bonus. I love Matthew Broderick, but Godzilla 1997 was awful. It's so awful that you remember it being awful.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But, you know, the fact that Bryan Cranston is in it.
Yeah, that holds a lot of weight.
It really does. I'm excited to see him in it as well.
So there are other movies coming up this in the next week or two, Christmas Day. You want to touch base on some of them?
Yeah.
What are ones that you are looking forward to?
There are a ton coming out, and you know what? I'm kind of cheating because I've seen a few of them. So actually, I'm interested in hearing what you are excited about, because I have seen The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. I've seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and I've also seen Saving Mr. Banks. Were any of those on your list?
First of all, could you grade them from 0 to 5 stars for us?
I could maybe put them in order.
All right. And Campea says, go ahead for those 3.
Because I know movies now. But yeah, fortunate to see all of them. So I would put it in this order. I would say number 1, definite go see, which we are actually going to see Friday night, is The Hobbit. I would put that first. And then after that, I would say Saving Mr. Banks. And when you go see it, definitely bring some tissue.
Did you cry?
I cried.
Everyone's saying it's the cryest, I just made that up, movie ever.
Maybe not ever, but it's definitely got its sad moments. And for me, it was really unexpected, because when you see the trailer, you're thinking, oh, it's all about Walt Disney and his interaction with the woman who wrote the character of Mary Poppins. But something you don't see in the trailer, which I want to point out to everybody, is Colin Farrell is in the movie. Did you know that?
No, I did not know he was in that movie.
And
does he know he's in that movie?
Yeah, because he should know, because this is probably the best, in my opinion, one of the best performances I've seen in Colin Farrell.
No.
And it's really, really, really sad that you don't see him in the trailer, because like you said, you didn't know he was in the movie. Emma Thompson is amazing in it, but
she's always amazing.
People need to know that Colin Farrell is equally amazing in this film as well. So I would say Saving Mr. Banks is second, and then if you have an extra dollar or two,
a dollar
or 12 or 14 or however much it costs nowadays, I would definitely recommend Walter Mitty as the third place. But
I don't believe you're recommending that from your face.
If you love movies and you want to just see everything in this month, because there's so many movies coming out, I would definitely say go see it. But I don't even know, are you looking forward to that movie?
No, I love Ben Stiller. I do like Kristen Wiig, but this movie doesn't appeal to me at all. I don't really like it when comedians try to do serious things. It just usually doesn't work for me. Will Ferrell and his black and white movie, I think I mentioned that, and I still don't remember what the movie was called. The only one that worked was Jim Carrey when he does like the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey can do it.
But yeah, he definitely does. And I think Steve Carell also. If you haven't seen him in Crazy Stupid Love, he's still a little bit funny, quirky, but it's definitely a dramedy. So he translates well when it comes to those films. I think for Walter Mitty, the thing that I got out of it is that it was a beautiful, beautiful movie. Mm-hmm. If you turned off the dialogue and it was beautiful to watch. But I think for me, it would have probably translated better. It'd probably be a better book than it is a film. Sure. Probably when you're reading it and you're imagining all of the places that he travels to, and the scenery and all those things that in your mind, it's probably very beautiful, but it just didn't really translate into the movie. Yeah, that happens sometimes. By the way, just a random thought. I'm surprised that Frozen actually beat out Catching Fire this past weekend. Did you know that? Wow. You know what, though? I don't blame it. I mean, I don't blame people for seeing Frozen. Frozen is amazing. Have you seen it? No. Oh. Okay, Mrs. Movie Buff. Mrs. Movie Buff. I have to. I know. I have an excuse, okay? Yeah. No, but you're Frozen lucky. Is definitely worth your money. It's so cute. Yeah. It's such a good Disney movie, and it brings me back to all of those, classic tales from when we were growing up. So it's definitely, go see it. I really want to see that. And some other movies that I'm looking forward to seeing other than The Hobbit is Anchorman 2. Definitely. That's one. I want to see Ronin 47. Okay. I know it's going to suck. It looks like it sucks. I mean, yeah, that usually happens. It is Keanu, though. Usually when you send a white man into Japanese territory, it just sucks. Like, the Wolverine sucks for me, okay? It really did. No? Okay, they can't do it? They can't hang? It just felt really weird and didn't make sense. But it was entertaining, but it still kind of sucked. And I still want to see Ronin 47 because I haven't seen Keanu Reeves in a while, and I'm excited about that. And by the way, he has talked about the Bill and Ted. They're making a comeback. There's a script in the works, so I really hope that really happens. Not Bogus. Wait, what was the first one? Excellent Adventure. Yes. Bogus Journey was it was all right, but not like Excellent Adventure. Are you looking forward to The Wolf of Wall Street? I am actually, and I have not seen it, so I'm excited for this one. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but in the trailer when Leonardo DiCaprio starts to breakdance. Like, come on, isn't that enough reason for you to want to see this movie? It's so funny because I think Leonardo DiCaprio chooses really, he's very selective and he has every right to be because he's a phenomenal actor. But I can never take out Leonardo DiCaprio from who he is. Like, no matter what movie he's in, I see Leonardo DiCaprio as that character. Interesting. Does that make sense? Yeah, no, I get it. But I personally don't feel that way, but I get what you're saying. Like, I can't take him outside of who he is. It's always Leonardo DiCaprio as blah, 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 as Ronin, so Japanese man. Yeah, but you know who else is in this movie that I'm looking forward to seeing is Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. And really, he's been doing amazing. He's got a lot of movies that are coming out that I'm looking forward to. Have you been able to see Dallas Buyers Club? I have not. Oh, maybe we can go see that together. Yes, that's definitely on my list. I've heard he's spectacular in that. So, what about American Hustle? You know what's funny? What do you think about that? I am not interested in that movie, and I know it's going to be good. It already got nominated for SAG Awards. Jennifer Lawrence is an amazing actress. Do not get me wrong. I think she's great. She's mature well beyond her years. But in this movie, at least from the trailer, because I haven't seen the movie, it looks like
a 12-year-old playing dress up the whole time. I just don't. I'm not buying her being in the 70s with these grown-up actors.
You know what's funny?
It feels weird.
Is I actually think she's the only one that translates in that era.
So funny.
Outside of I think Bradley Cooper looks silly. I think who else is in here? I can't remember his name. Jeremy Renner looks silly.
Amy Adams, Christian Bale.
Yeah, I actually think she's the only one that looks natural in her character.
Well, she did get nominated for a SAG award for this character.
Yeah, an Oscar winner already. So I've heard mixed things about it. I'm now looking forward to it just because I've seen the last trailer and I kind of have a better idea of what it might be about. But, you know, it might prove us wrong. It might prove us right. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I might end up seeing it, but I have other movies that I'm a lot more interested in, including Mr. Banks and Frozen.
Yes.
And well, we had this Sly Stallone movie, Grudge Match, which looks okay. And then there's a lot of crappy movies like Justin Bieber's second biography. Who really cares? No
what?
offense.
You don't believe?
Not anymore. And then there's Walking with Dinosaurs, which actually looks kind of cool.
Is that a Disney one?
It's Disney's.
Yes.
I think it's Disney, but I'm thinking like Land Before Time-ish, but it's 3D, and
I actually thought that same thing when the dinosaur is, I think, waking up or whatever, getting up right in the beginning of the trailer. I was like, oh, Land Before Time.
Exactly.
I'll take it. I'm sold. I'm going to see that.
Yeah, so we have a lot of movies coming up. And if you guys go watch them or have seen them, let us know what you think. Drop some comments and let us know. So
cool.
Yeah. Anne.
Yes.
There are a lot of TV shows that are hitting their mid-season finale.
I know. And one that actually ended last night that hit its season finale. I was about to say series. It's not over.
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy, which I actually just watched right before you came over.
Oh, good for you. Well, you talk about that because I am living under a rock and I had not seen any of the that TV show yet. So go ahead.
Well, we see a ton of TV, so I wouldn't blame you. But this, wow. If you guys are Sons of Anarchy fans, holy moly, this episode. Without giving it, well, whatever. If you're listening to us, you might have seen it. But they actually killed off a character, actually two characters this season that have really been there from the beginning of the show.
Wow. That's pretty big stuff.
It's huge. And I think that's the beauty of this show is that Kurt Sutter, who actually was an actor in the show and his character also got killed off this season, is also the writer of the show. So he is just brilliant. Like, he's not afraid to kill characters off like some shows are. You know, they get into this kind of backed into this corner where they can't kill anybody off, whereas this one knows the value of these characters and knows how the audience will react if we see one of them die.
You know, it's funny because now I haven't seen Sons of Anarchy at all, but going along with what you just said, I feel like more and more TV shows are jumping onto the idea of shocking your audience by killing a main character that you would never expect to die. I mean, we've seen that in The Walking Dead. If you saw the mid-season finale, did you see it?
I didn't see it. Go ahead and tell people.
Herschel dead. I mean, what? Oh, you heard.
Oh, sad.
And, you know, like, for example, The Walking Dead has been really kind of slowing down its pace. I've kind of lost interest. Yeah. But Herschel died, and all of a sudden, I cannot wait for the second half that is returning in February. And then we've got Downton Abbey that kills off characters easy peasy. Like, it ain't no thing. We had Sybil who died, and we had Matthew who died. So this whole killing trend, you never know what's going to happen nowadays. You really don't. So let's think, what other show is coming to an end?
Well, tonight we have the mid-season finale for Arrow. And Stephen Amell has been hinting all over his Facebook and Twitter page that somebody is not going to make it out alive tonight. So
I know. And I think you have a prediction?
I don't know. I'm going to guess somebody like a villain that we don't really care for. I'm hoping. Please don't let it be.
What if it's Slade and he makes a comeback? I'm just thinking.
Like back from
I'm thinking way out
the dead?
loud. Yeah.
Maybe
or they think he's dead and then he comes back and we're like, we thought you were dead, you know.
I know a ton of people who are hoping it's Laurel or Thea.
You know, there is a theory going around that it might be Thea because she would trigger a lot of anger for her brother as well as her father as well as her mother. So there's a lot of things circulating for her. I hope it's not Roy Harper, but it could be Roy Harper as well.
Could be, but I'm excited. And I'm trying to stay off of my little social media accounts because I know everyone's trying to spoil it for us right now because we're on the West Coast. Dang it.
Yeah, this is the hard part is being on the West Coast. We can't look at that stuff. Okay, so we've got that. We got Downton Abbey, which for the UK, they've already reached it, and I cheat and kind of watch it before it comes out to the US because I don't have the patience. They only give you 8 episodes.
I know.
For the whole entire season. So you got 8 weeks worth and you got to wait, what, like 40 weeks to get it back with a Christmas episode? No, thanks.
I know. I hate they play with our hearts when they do that. But you know what? I'm so sold on that show that I will wait. Yeah,
I know. Downton is so good. Downton is the shizzle ma nizzle.
Did you see The Last Divas?
Yes.
So are they on the mid-season also?
This coming Sunday is the mid-season for Total Divas. And, well, we get the proposal for sure. And we see that Eva Marie's dad doesn't want her fiance to marry her. I think she should be lucky because she's...
Yeah, I know.
But what do you think is going to happen?
Oh, I don't know. A lot of hilarities and craziness. Just like...
Yeah.
The first half of this season that ended in that crazy wedding and everything else. I don't know. I mean, I'm still kind of torn and, well, not torn, but I'm still really sad about the last episode where Gizmo died. I can't even think really further than that. I can't even think further than that right now.
I agree, but they did get a new cute little kitty cat kid, you know.
Too soon, do you think?
It's funny because I think about if my pup passed away, it would be too soon, but at the same time, I think that's the only way that you would get over your
I know. And then he also picked, sweet TJ, he also picked out a kitty that looked exactly like Gizmo.
It was so cute. It was like a baby Gizmo.
Speaking of Pomeranians, I mean,
yes.
Speaking of pets.
So, over the course of the past couple days, I became extremely enamored and fell in love with a dog named Flint. This dog is amazing. And if you're listening right now, I'm showing pictures of him with milk and Oreo cookies. He's so cute. He's like this little Pomeranian that's the size of my microphone. I'm not even kidding. He's so cute. And
so fluffy.
So fluffy. And he has a calendar out for $20. Go get it. And I think he's going to be featured on morning shows tomorrow. I know this is really ridiculous, but I'm a puppy freak.
You know what? If it was a dachshund, because dachshunds have my heart, I would be doing the same and probably have tears running down my eyes because I cry every time. That's too much information. But yes, Flint is rather cute. And
he's so cute.
I wouldn't even blame you if you went out and spent $20 on his calendar.
That is going to happen. So let us know, do you prefer what I prefer, Pomeranians, or do you prefer what Ann prefers, the little hot dog dogs?
They're both tiny. They're both cute. Come on.
So
better than cats.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud?
Oops. Gizmo's cool, but you know. You guys, before we go any further, I just wanted to ask you guys to stop over to Iconic Eye Weekly Radio on Saturdays to check out some MMA news with our very own Cindy, Naya, as well as Poetry. They always give you the latest and they have great interviews. If you like MMA and UFC, it's the only place to go to check all that stuff out. Really, really is. I know Ann's a UFC fan.
I know.
Yeah.
And they get so many people.
Yeah, they do.
So many interviews and stuff, so I'm excited.
Yeah, so go check them out. All right, Ann, I think that about wraps us up before we head out and watch some Arrow action. And you guys can also catch us on our Arrow after show along with John Campea, who is Mr. Movie buff.
The reason why I see so many movies.
Yes. Lucky family. You can catch me in the meantime at KAORIOUS. It is down here if you are watching. And you can catch Ann.
And you can find me by my name, Ann Campea, on Twitter, Instagram, all of those good things.
And as a duo, the dynamic duo of Team Amasian, you can find us at Team Amasian. And in the meantime, catch Iconic Guy at Iconic Guy, and we will catch you guys next Wednesday at 6:30. See you later.
Bye.